안녕하세요. Riding on the Korean wave. Welcome to Thursday's edition of The Culture Wave. I'm Kwon So-ah in Seoul. Explore with us Korea's culture from all aspects and stay up to date with K-entertainment, K-travel, K-events, K-everything. And we're going to do all of that together with my co-host Bella Kim in the studio. Hello, Bella.
Hi, So-ah, and hello to everyone joining us today on The Culture Wave. I'm Bella, back again to co-host and fill you guys in with the latest in K-entertainment.
Bella, do you know how many days are left until APEC 2025?
Well, I know you ask this question every time with Walter, but it's at the end of this month, so about a month left now?
Right, 29 days left. And today on that occasion, we're going to talk about the cultural aspects of the event. That's going to come up with our culture critic in the latter part of the program. But first, it's Bella time! Okay, let's start off with K-entertainment news. Yes. So we're going to start off with K-pop girl group Twice.
Twice have announced additional dates for their 6th world tour. This is with plans to hit North America, Europe, and the UK. The 2026 world tour will kick off in Vancouver on January 9th and head to 28 cities, including Seattle, Los Angeles, Barcelona, and Paris. With these additional dates, the This Is 4 tour that began this July is now the biggest world tour the group has ever held, with a total of 56 performances. Meanwhile, Twice will release a special album, 10 The Story Goes On October 10th to celebrate their 10-year anniversary.
Exciting for all the Twice fans around the world. And our next story is also going to be on K-pop, but a concert held here in Korea.
That is correct. The 2025 APEC Music Festa, a large-scale K-pop concert commemorating the 2025 APEC Summit, will be held at Gyeongju Civic Stadium on October 10th. The stage will feature K-pop artists including Billy, NCT Wish, Yena, Kickflip, and Hearts to Hearts. And don't worry if you can't make it to the concert. It will be broadcast live on YouTube through the KBS K-pop channel. In addition, as a special performance or program for the APEC Music Festa, Women on Music will also be held on October 24th in Gyeongju as well. The 90-minute stage is expected to feature well-known female artists from South Korea, China, Russia, and Vietnam to deliver a message of hope for future generations, serving as a symbolic stage for international cultural exchange during the APEC Summit.
That's something that many visitors to Gyeongju will be enjoying.
Definitely.
And we're going to continue talking on that subject with Professor Ji Hye-won in a bit. But first and foremost, the last story for today is on an upcoming film.
That's correct. 달려라, 달려라. 달려라 하니. The beloved Korean animation Run Honey, or 달려라 하니 in Korean, will make its big screen debut with its first official film, Bad Girl Run Honey, marking the 40th anniversary of the original series. The original comic and TV series follow Honey, a talented runner from a troubled background whose strong will drives her forward alongside her devoted teacher and also rival Eddie. In a twist that sets it apart from the original animation, the upcoming film places Eddie as the lead role, revealing her backstory and personal struggles. Run Honey was first introduced as a comic strip in 1985 and adapted into a hit TV animation in 1988. And with its blend of cherished nostalgia and fresh storytelling, the film is expected to appeal to both longtime fans of Run Honey and also new generations. The film will premiere in theaters on October 7th.
So perfect for the Chuseok holiday.
Definitely.
And it is going to bring up lots of nostalgia for many people. Thank you very much, Bella, for those updates.
Yes, I'll stick around.
And now we're not going to go over to Hani, not to Eddie, but to our AI anchor, Ari, for more on the culture front. Ari?
Hello and welcome to your AI guide to the latest cultural updates from Korea. Here's our top story. President Lee Jae-myung attended the 19th World Korean Day ceremony this morning, urging the nation's 50 million citizens and 7 million overseas Koreans to work together for Korea's next leap forward. He held the global achievements of overseas Koreans in various fields, calling them the face and brand of Korea, and pledged continued government efforts to expand support for overseas Koreans and safeguard their rights. Established in 2007, World Korean Day is observed every October 5th to honor the contributions of overseas Koreans and help them strengthen ties with their homeland. Angola has designated part of downtown Rangel in the capital Luanda as the world's first K-pop street. A ceremony marking the launch was held on Wednesday, attended by Korean ambassador to Angola Che Guangjin, Rangel Municipal Administrator Lorenzo Luis Domingos, musicians from both countries, and some 700 K-pop fans. Officials voiced hope that the K-pop street would become a hub for cultural exchange and further strengthen Korea-Angola ties. Some of Korea's top cultural sites, including royal palaces and museums, will be open free of charge during the Chuseok holiday. Free entry sites include Gyeongbokgung, Changdeokgung, Deoksugung, and Changgyeonggung palaces, along with the National Museum of Modern and Contemporary Art and Suwon Museum of Art, the National Botanic Garden of Korean native plants in Pyeongchang, and Wando Arboretum in Jeollanam-do Province will also welcome visitors at no cost. The Korea Tourism Organization says the initiative aims to offer travel options that everyone can enjoy during the extended Chuseok holiday. The 2025 Gyeongnam Gosong Dinosaur World Expo has kicked off at Ganghangpo Tourism Complex in Gosong. Under the theme Dance with Dinosaurs, the 40-day expo runs through November 9th. Saturday nights will feature fireworks displays, and visitors can explore authentic fossil exhibits, hands-on dinosaur activities, as well as a variety of live performances. That's all from me. Stay tuned to the Culture Wave.
South Korea launched a new organization to further enhance the country's cultural sector, co-chaired by a very famous person in the K-pop scene. The Presidential Committee on Popular Culture Exchange aims to be a platform to drive the country's popular culture beyond borders. An Sung-jin reports.
South Korea has launched a new committee to reinforce the country as a true global cultural powerhouse, the Presidential Committee on Popular Culture Exchange, with the aim of enhancing public and private sector collaboration to strengthen the country's cultural foundations. It also aims to bring together the policy capabilities of various government ministries and utilize the creativity and expertise of the private sector.
대한민국과 세계를 잇는 가교로서 교류 협력의 확대와 관련 산업의 성장까지 함께 이룰 수 있도록 큰 역할 해주시기를 부탁드립니다.
The committee will be co-chaired by Choi Hee-young, the culture minister, and Park Jin-young, producer and CEO of JYP Entertainment. And at the inauguration ceremony on Wednesday, President Lee further added that the government will actively support efforts for K-pop to emerge as a core industry, driving the future of the Korean economy. Alongside ministry leaders, 26 members from the private sector will also be a part of the 7 subcommittees, which are divided by music, gaming, webtoon, film, lifestyle, investment, and policy. And to further promote K-culture globally, President Lee and producer Park Jin-young toured around the K-culture zone, where K-pop merchandise, posters for icons of K-culture, and top 15 moments in K-culture were on display. Producer Park says that there are aspects of K-pop that already make the genre stand out.
K-pop audiences can become one. They're not just observers, but participants. K-pop is different because it uses synchronized light sticks that become an integral part of the performance.
The inauguration ceremony was further continued with celebratory performances from K-pop artists LE SSERAFIM and Stray Kids. Their performances incorporated traditional elements, including the lion dance and taekwondo, to further cultivate the pride of Korean popular culture. The Presidential Committee on Popular Culture Exchange, a stepping stone for the ongoing growth of Korea's popular culture to further stretch out to the world. An Sung-jin, Arirang News.
Beneath the skies of Shinla, a humble subject writes this letter to thee, who shall live upon this land in a time yet to come. In the village where I dwell, there stands a grand rounded tower of stone known as Cheomseongdae. It was built by our sovereign, Queen Sundeok. The tower was built with 27 layers of stone, for she was the 27th ruler of Silla. Perhaps her heart was reflected in its design. Through the window set in the middle, sunlight would enter, and the changing of the seasons could be guessed by its light. When night fell, a sky watcher would climb to the top to observe the stars and record the movements of the heavens above. Guided by the stars, we sowed and reaped our crops. Some say the tower was not just for observing the stars, but also served as an altar to the heavens. Perhaps both are true. I would not say otherwise. In thy distant day, it's told that great assemblies, known as APEC meetings, shall be convened in Shinla's future capital, Gyeongju. The name is unfamiliar to me, but in that far-off future, upon this very ground, many nations shall come together to share wisdom. A wondrous and heartening thing, I say. And there, Cheomseongdae shall still be standing tall. If fate allows, go and stand before it. The spirit of those who once read the stars may still breathe quietly among its stones. From beneath the skies of Shinla, a humble subject.
And staying with the topic of APEC, the APEC Economic Leaders Meeting is happening in less than a month from now. As the name suggests, APEC is a regional economic forum, but we're seeing a new emphasis on culture and arts as well. Let's delve into this shift with our culture critic, Professor Ji Hae-won at Gyeongju University. Hello, Professor Ji. Welcome back.
Professor.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you. So, the 2025 APEC High-Level Dialogue on Cultural and Creative Industries. This was held back in August, and I heard it's the first of its kind for APEC. So, what is the significance of this specific meeting?
That's right. For the first time in APEC's history, cultural ministers, representatives, and industrial leaders gathers on a high-level dialogue on culture and creative industries. So typically, APEC side events include high-level ministerial dialogue in around 10 sectors, but this is the very first time a cultural conference has been held. So the signifying the elevation, this is because the signifying elevation of the culture to core agenda for economic corporations. So opening the dialogue, Choi Hee-young, Minister of Culture, Sports and Tourism of the Republic of Korea, stressed the transformative potential of the creative sectors in an era of rapid technological change. So one of the key achievements of this dialogue was the adoption of the joint statement by the cultural industry ministers and delegations from 21 member countries announcing their commitment to continuing cultural industry meetings following this dialogue.
I feel like this is not a coincidence that the first time that they have this kind of meeting, that it's happening in Korea, because Korea is currently really a culture hub seen from any part of the world.
Of course.
And Professor Ji, APEC 2025 is centered on 3 pillars of connect, innovate, and prosper. So in connection with culture again, what does that mean for culture, and also how is this linked to economic growth?
Right. I believe that culture and arts are not just cultural value, but can also be a driving force for economic growth as well. As one of the focusing area, connect, participants discussed about the culture and creative industries as new catalyst for APEC economic cooperation. So the growth of the culture and creative industry is already leading the overseas exports, and it can also create economic value by revitalizing the tourism industry and promoting the national brand as well. So APEC member countries recognized its positive contribution to economic growth by creating jobs and expanding trade opportunities with the APEC region.
Right. Another aspect that's kind of related to culture and arts that we can't forget is AI and digital technologies as well. These are, significantly transforming this culture sector these days, especially with the fast development. So what kind of cooperation might be, possible coming up in the APEC regarding these fast-changing developments?
The culture and creative industry are driven by digital technology and artificial intelligence, AI, these days. So in the dialogue, the role of cultural technology and AI in the creation, production, distribution and consumption as well stages is greatly highlighted. So APEC member countries would cooperate on these areas such as protecting the rights of authors and creators of AI created work and advancing distribution strategies through digital platforms such as OTTs and diversifying the cultural experience based on VR or AR technology. So more specifically, within APEC, this is necessary to establish common standards for AI, digital content, or copyright protection and fair use standards as well. So, and also, it would facilitate the flow of digital content across borders and supporting small and medium-sized enterprises and creators as well to expand globally.
And we're seeing APEC, at the APEC already, we're seeing AI being present. I mean, we had, just before our segment, we had our AI video also. And just this morning, I saw a promotional video where we had G-Dragon, the ambassador of APEC, and then other big stars like Jang Won-young and the President Lee Jae-myung, all of them in one video. And look, it looked so real. I'm like, did they all shoot this together or what is this? So we can already see the presence of AI ahead of the APEC meeting. And now, Professor Ji, the Asia-Pacific region actually boasts a wide variety of culture. So how can a gathering like APEC help when it comes to cultural cooperation?
In this meeting, to prosper the cultural and creative industries, APEC members agreed to expand cooperation on cultural policies, creator protections, and digital technology utilization, as we just mentioned, and capacity building, and also support for small and medium-sized creative enterprises as well. So as the Asian Pacific region is the most culturally diverse in the world. So I believe respecting this diversity and understanding each other can be a key asset for APEC cultural cooperation. So these are already good. There are already good examples of the collaborative productions that bring together creators, talent, and platforms from across economies which show how regional cooperation can generate economic values, strengthen cultural ties, and inspire the next generation of innovators as well. So this meeting was a great achievement as APEC members better understood each other and agreed on the direction of cooperation in the Asian Pacific region for the future.
So City of Gyeongju is holding 2025 APEC coming up at the end of this month. So what would you say are some significance for the City of Gyeongju in culture perspective?
Right. Gyeongju is a city where you can experience the essence of Korean traditional culture, including 불국사, 석굴암, and the Emile Bell. So the fact that Gyeongju hosts the 2025 APEC Summit holds profound significance for Korea and the city itself. So beyond simply being a venue for economic leaders meeting, Gyeongju is emerging as a platform for cultivating cultural exchange as well. So the Ministry of Culture, Sports and Tourism and the Korean Traditional Performing Arts Foundation will hold 37 traditional arts performances in Gyeongju during the 2025 APEC Summit. So Seorabol Pungnu at Gyocheon Village, Yukbu Village, and Cheomseongdae in Gyeongju until October 29. So Gyeongju is a city steeped in a millennium-old cultural heritage of Silla dynasty. So, and is now also creating a new platform for cultural diplomacy by combining cutting-edge technology and Hallyu contents, Korean wave contents.
Right. And you've mentioned some of the performances just now, but I also previously reported the APEC Music Festa that will be held as well. That's coming up on October 10th. So other than that, what are some of the other culture and art performances that will be happening for the APEC? And also, what role does this stage play in the international conference venue aspect?
Right. There are many meaningful side events that have been held for 2025 APEC Korea. So welcoming banquet was held at the Gyeongju National Museum, where a special exhibition showcasing 6 Silla gold crowns captivated APEC members. And Hanbok fashion show and performance featuring drones and fireworks and media facade at the cultural assets of Gyeongju, and special stages by the K-pop artists, including Ambassador G-Dragon and all other K-pop artists, along with the traditional Korean music and fusion performances will also be held. So I don't believe these size events held alongside the APEC summits are simply performance or tourism events. They represent the cultural significance that span the past, present, and future. In particular, personally, I am very wondering, and I would like to see this performance as well. So particularly the special stages in front of Cheomseongdae is expected to greatly contribute to promoting Gyeongju's history and tradition as well. They aim to have cultural and economic diplomatic effect as well, I think.
I think it's going to be really amazing, spectacular performances that we can see during that time.
I know.
And if someone wants to make a visit to Korea, I would tell them do it during the APEC season, during the period.
To visit Cheomseongdae, right?
Exactly, yes, that, and then just make a tour around not only the capital Seoul, go to Gyeongju and all the other traditional places. And finally, Professor Ji, what do you anticipate will be the most significant achievement or maybe change that we can see in the field of culture and arts after APEC?
The greatest achievement, I think, and changes as well, that the APEC will leave behind in the arts and cultural sector is that has transcended the perception that culture and the economy are separate spheres. But the summit can be seen as like formalizing the culture and creative industry as a future growth engines. So it has fosters a global consensus that the culture and the arts are the key pillars of economic growth as well, so and technological innovation and inclusive development. So I believe that this is expected to have tangible impact on the policies, budget, and international cooperation of APEC member countries going forward.
And I hope that maybe there is going to be some content creators or film directors that will go to the city of Gyeongju, and then they will think of a new film, maybe just like K-pop Demon Hunters, and we will have all the places of Gyeongju, the significant tourist destinations in
You mean like in front of Cheomseongdae?
Exactly, Cheomseongdae, yes. That would be a great idea.
Yeah, that would be a great idea.
Well, can't wait for APEC and can't wait to talk to you again soon. Professor Ji, have a happy Chuseok holiday.
Happy Chuseok.
Yes.
And see you next time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And thank you, Bella, as always. We're also going to see you after the Chuseok holiday.
Yes, happy Chuseok to you.
Happy Chuseok to you as well. Thank you for spending the past half an hour with us on the Culture Wave. We'll be back next Friday, October 10th, after National Foundation Day tomorrow and the following Chuseok holidays here in Korea. Until then, take care.